Greetings to all the nonprofit and business managers, all my followers, to new beginners, anyone viewing for the first time. This is W.C. Ballard, and we are going to take you through a comprehensive guide of the difference between a 501c3 and an LLC. And it includes a downloadable comparison chart you can keep for your records, especially for those who are thinking about starting a new business. So let's go. So what is the difference? Well, a limited liability company and a 501c3 are two very different business structures, which they have distinct purposes, tax treatments, ownership, and regulations. So here is how they compare. Number one, let's talk about their purpose. An LLC is a for-profit business structure, and it's designed to generate income for its owners, shareholders, and people who are stakeholders in the business. It can be owned by an individual, other businesses, or even another LLC, where the 501c3 is a nonprofit organization that's formed for charitable, educational, religious, scientific, or literary purposes, and it must serve the public good rather than private interests. Number two is tax treatments. The LLC can be taxed as a sole proprietorship, a partnership, and different types of corporations, and they do pay income tax on profits most of the time, whereas a 501c3 is exempt from federal income tax. Number three, let's talk about ownership and control. Where an LLC is owned by members who have flexibility in how they manage and how they distribute their profits, the 501c3 is controlled by a board of directors with no individual owners, and profits must be reinvested into the organization's mission. In other words, they serve the community. Now let's talk about profit distribution, number four. The LLC profits can be distributed to owners as income, or anyone they have an agreement with to distribute funds to. The 501c3 cannot distribute profits to individuals or shareholders. Any excess revenue must be used for the nonprofit's purpose. Number six is fundraising or income development. LLCs can generate revenue through many streams, sales, investments, loans, but they cannot receive tax deductible donations. Whereas a 501c3, they can solicit tax deductible donations, they can apply for grants, and receive funding from government programs. Now, the LLC can apply for some business grants. Number seven, compliance and regulation. The LLC has fewer regulations and reporting requirements, whereas the 501c3 has strict compliance with the IRS regulations as a nonprofit, and it includes limits on lobbying and political activities. So, which one should you choose? So if your goal is to run a for-profit business and distribute profits, an LLC is your better choice. If your goal is to operate for the public good and receive tax-exempt donations, a 501c3 nonprofit is the right choice. Now, some businesses even form a hybrid model by having an LLC that supports a 501c3 nonprofit or a project. So let me know if you want more details on that. As a matter of fact, I do have a video that talks about how to write a grant proposal for a nonprofit versus how to form or write a business plan. Now back to that question about whether an LLC can apply for grants. Yes, they can. It depends on the type of grant, and here's basically how it works. Number one, with government grants, most federal, state, and local government grants are reserved for nonprofit 501c3s. But do your research. Sometimes there are exceptions. There are small business grants that are available for LLCs. One of them is called the SBIR grant, the Small Business Innovation Research Grant, and the STTR grants, which are your small business technology grants, and then there are state or local economic development grants. And the third group are your foundation and corporate grants. Now, private foundations and corporations usually give grants to nonprofits, but there are some that do give grants to LLCs and businesses. Some grants are available for-profit businesses, including LLCs, if they align with the foundation's mission of, for example, sustainability or social impact, or minority-owned businesses. I see a lot of times announcements where they give to specific grants for women, grants for youth, grants for minorities. So this is a point where you need to have a grant writer or yourself do research on which grants are available to you. And lastly, there are alternative funding options for LLC. If traditional grants aren't available, LLCs can explore business loans, your SBA loans and microloans, venture capital and angel investors. There's crowdfunding and competitions. So when you're involved with income development, guys, you have to think outside the box. And if you can't, you come listen to people like me or someone who can share information on you. There's plenty of information out there on internet, and actually there's plenty of information on my videos. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about thinking outside the box. How can an LLC improve their grant eligibility? Well, number one, you can partner with a nonprofit that can receive the grant and then collaborate on the project with the nonprofit. And number two, you can form a nonprofit arm, a separate 501c3 that can apply for the nonprofit specific grants while the LLC operates as a for-profit entity. And wrapping up, I prepared a comparison chart, a side-by-side comparison chart that you can download. I have the link below, and it's available to anyone for free. Just go to podia.com, go to that link. And the reason why I do these things, guys, is I believe in helping people. And in helping people like businesses and nonprofits, it helps me become stronger in my teaching and my training and in my development with my own businesses and nonprofits. As you can see, I have it sectioned off by purpose, ownership, profit distribution, tax treatment, and so on, going through those same ones that I went through with you. And here's the second part of that chart. When you download it, it'll be all on one page. One item that I added was longevity. I threw that in. It talks about the difference that LLC continues as long as members maintain it. The 501c3 can lose its status if it doesn't comply with certain IRS and state requirements. And then we talk about what's the best for what type of people. Entrepreneurs and business owners seeking profit would, of course, do the LLC, and charities that are more concerned with mission and public good would choose the 501c3. And a final thought in summarizing the comparisons. The LLC is governed by a contract between all the members, and it's called an operating agreement, and it's binding on all the signatories, and all members of the LLC must sign it. Some of the specific issues deal with their member interests, capital accounts, management rights, etc. Whereas the 501c3 is governed by a board of directors, as I stated earlier, and mission is what distinguishes the nonprofits from their for-profits. While the prime directive for board members of a 501c3 organization is to ensure the highest possible value for the community, the mission for LLC is the highest profits for their owners. In short, LLC is for profit, flexibility, and 501c3 is for tax benefits, for the public good. Final thoughts, guys. I have plenty of training tools for you on my website. I have worksheets, checklists, and so forth. I have a class you can take to fast track your grant writing skills, as well as learning more about how this whole business thing works. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to take my classes, just subscribe to my channel. I will continue to update different comparisons. As a matter of fact, I have one about 501c3 versus C4 versus C6 and 7 and 8 and goes on. And I have good information about business grants. I have some business grants available to you, as well as lists of nonprofit grant funders. It's a whole hodgepodge of things you can use if you're going to start your journey here. That's enough for today. I hope you've learned something. I hope you will subscribe to me, because I do all this for you as well as myself. This is W.C. Ballard. Check it out.